My name is Stijn Swinkels. I'm on the board of directors of Bavaria. My background is a technical background. I'm a food technologist. I've studied in Wageningen, which is a world-famous university for agriculture. There's a lot of Ethiopian people studying there as well, actually. Our connections with Ethiopia come back from 2008. Where our daughter company was doing business with Ethiopia, selling actually malt for malting barley for beer. The reason that we were enthusiastic about Ethiopia was that we heard about the Habesha project, and Habesha was the first one of the first shareholding companies, and there were about 8,000 shareholders with a dream to build a brewery. And they were looking for a partner, for a brewing partner. And and we read about Ethiopia, of course. We knew that Ethiopia was one of the top 3 growing countries. If you looked at that time, GDP-wise, it was growing at around 10%. Population was growing very fast, and also very important for us was the beer culture. That is a culture of tella, of drinking beer, brewing and drinking beer at home, and it was quite interesting to us to say, oh, we should visit this country. The first time we came across Habesha, it was before the brewery was built. Yeah. And we were in, I remember we were in Adama, and we were asking people about Habesha, and people knew already about this brand, and about that it would come. And it's in the hearts of people. Exactly. It's in the hearts of people, and that makes it so beautiful. For me, it's more than beer. It is, it's actually the way of sharing things together, the way of eating together, the way of dancing, the way of building things together. So for me, is this project of building this brewery is the most Habesha you can do, because Habesha is sharing, is doing things together, and but also investing together. And so that's the way we see it. You can see the dynamic. You can see the GDP growth. You can see that there's a lot of building going on. You can see that there's a lot of construction. You can see there's a lot of investment, and people are actually developing the country. And that means that for a brewer, that's interesting, because after you have worked, you like a glass of beer, or you like a bottle of Habesha. It's nice. So when we visited this country, we were immediately convinced that beer in this country would be a good investment, and also especially Habesha with the brand name and with the community that is in Ethiopia around this brand. The large consumer group is very important, and I think in general for any food or food production or packaging production, those are all industries that are very interesting to invest in Ethiopia. I think there's a big demand for packaging investment, for example, or for food investment. As soon as the Habesha Brewery was finished and put into in production, it was immediately too small. So the demand was already higher than the size of the brewery, and that says enough. That says something about the enormous demand in the country. Ethiopia is so big, and so many. The population is so large that looking at the demand of Ethiopia, it is so big that's our first priority. I think first it was a positive attitude from the government first to shareholding company. I think that has been very important to allow shareholders to form a company. I think that has been a big step and a positive step. And for us, that's a beautiful. It's a big family of shareholders. We are also a family company. So we really like that idea. So I think the government has done there a very good step. And then if you look at technically and financially, I think the government has given some tax holiday after investment, 3 years. So that is also very positive. But also positive, I think, is that the Ethiopian banks have given loans to foreign companies. I think that's a very positive step as well. It took us a while to get things up and running. We had also our lessons. We have learned. It took a little bit longer than we thought, but in the end, we have really had positive results, and we are very positive about the possibilities of Ethiopia. We didn't expect that it would be so positive. So, yeah, our message would be Ethiopia has lots of opportunities for lots of investors. There's a lot of knowledge, a need for knowledge and development of knowledge in lots of sectors. And we started as a minority investor, so we started with a 35%. Our role was to add our knowledge to this beautiful company, and it has worked out very well. So yes, we can recommend to invest. Yeah, the success for me has been that these 8,000 shareholders have succeeded. It was their idea to build the first Ethiopian brewery and to build the first real Ethiopian beer brand and do that themselves. And we helping that in that project, and that has been succeeded. And now you can see. Habesha is available in Addis Ababa. It's available in Adama. It's available in Arbaminch. It's available in the north now. So it's all over, and it's beautiful. So all our shareholders are happy that this project has succeeded. But there have been challenges, of course.
Indeed.
First, for example, from our side, we have to understand the Ethiopian mentality and understand how people think, and it takes some time, but it has been okay. But that's important. The real challenge, I think, at this time is, well, as I said, we are happy that the banks finance. That has been very good. At the same time, the processes in the banks are not very fast if you compare that to European processes. But okay, we managed. So it's a positive thing at the same time. The second thing, I think, and everybody has to deal with it, even the country has to deal with it, is the forex situation, FX. So the availability of dollars or euros for importing critical goods, and that's important, an important thing.